Kansas City yesterday became unlikable. They really did. The Chiefs were this great duo of Mahomes and Andy Reid, and also, let's say, a trifecta with Travis Kelce. There was a lot to like with Kansas City. They were fun. They were the next team. They've already won 2 Super Bowls. They've been to another one. You know they're going to be in this for the next decade, even though this season isn't going their way. They still have a chance to get back to the Super Bowl. But there was no real reason outside of jealousy to dislike the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes, likable player. Andy Reid, likable head coach. For all those years, couldn't win the big game. Now he's won 2 of them. Travis Kelce, an awesome personality, a really fun superstar. Chris Jones, one of the better defensive players in the league. There's so many reasons, if you don't have a dog in the fight and you're just a neutral football watcher, to like Kansas City. But yesterday, are you bleeping kidding me? You're going to cry. You're going to bitch. You're going to complain when Kadarius Toney couldn't get his ass lined up on sides? He was clearly over the line. It wasn't even debatable. So don't tell me after the game, Patrick Mahomes, oh, the refs didn't give us a warning, or, oh, they take away from Travis Kelce's legacy, or, oh, it had no impact on the play. It's football 101. You look at the official. Am I lined up correctly? The official either tells you yes or no. Kadarius Toney didn't do that. And for Andy Reid to defend Mahomes and basically rip the officials as well, and the arrogance that I deserve a warning, get lost. There's no accountability. You need to hold Kadarius Toney accountable because 2 games this year, he's cost you. So don't give me this bull junk. Don't give me this nonsense. Don't give me this hogwash that it's the official's fault. It ain't the official's fault. It's Kadarius Toney's fault. And we all know what the real root of frustration is for Mahomes. Probably if you shoot Mahomes up a true serum, he's not actually mad at the officials. It's because he realizes it's either Super Bowl or bust for him each and every year. Fair or not. And he knows down deep that he doesn't have the horses this year to throw the football to. And you see it week in and week out. Travis Kelce, we all know, is a stud. You don't have Isaiah Pacheco yesterday, who's a physical running back. There's really not much that scares you and intimidates you with this Kansas City Chiefs offense. Yeah, you still have number 15. We all know how great he is. We all know that they will be in every game. But you're not going to beat the good teams. You're not going to walk out with victories when you have no rhythm and no flow offensively, and you can't trust any of your wide receivers. And it's not even like Buffalo is this dominant team. Buffalo's season was on life support yesterday. The plug was about to be pulled on the Sean McDermott era in Buffalo. And the Bills didn't win because of a call by the officials. That's a bunch of nonsense. So yesterday, no doubt about it, the Chiefs became unlikable. Because it's one thing to lose, but it's another thing when you lose and then you cry about it. And let me just remind everybody, how did James Bradbury approach the Super Bowl loss last year? He got called for defensive holding. It was ticky-tack. Patrick Mahomes, that wasn't allowing the players to decide the game on the field. He got in front of his locker and he said, yeah, I held. I did enough where I put my team in a bad position and the officials called defensive holding. And I'm okay with it. We all knew it was a bad call. We all knew the flag shouldn't have been thrown in that spot. But he handled it in a classy way. And that was in a much bigger stage after a Super Bowl defeat. I didn't see Brittany Mahomes after that one going on Instagram and saying, oh, the rest are the MVP. When the Chiefs got gifted that Super Bowl with the call last year in the final 2 minutes up against the Philadelphia Eagles. And that's what Brittany Mahomes did yesterday. She goes on Instagram and she goes, the rest are the MVP. Patrick Mahomes slams the officials. We'll play the audio in just a second. he is complaining to Josh Allen when he's shaking Josh Allen's hands. Like, how classless is that? And Mahomes is usually a very classy guy. There's nothing to dislike about him outside of his brother. And Andy Reid, how frustrated he was and how he's killing the officials. You know, I don't usually advocate for fines because I like when players speak their minds. But how many times do players and coaches get fined for ripping the officials? The NFL better not go light on the Chiefs. They better not go light on Mahomes and Andy Reid because they're two of the biggest names in the league. Because anyone else does that in the league, they're getting fined a lucrative amount of money. But what a joke yesterday for Kansas City to lose the game. And then when you lose the game, the only thing you could say is, oh, it's the officials' fault. Oh, the officials screwed us.